Hey there, thanks for tuning in. Let's talk about pain for a moment. Pain, P-A-I-N. Very short word, but so much written and said about it. Where did we go so horribly wrong in the pain management? I mean, what is pain? I have talked about it in other videos and I will continue to talk about it. Pain is an alarm bell for something else that is going on in the body, usually within the mind. So where did we go wrong? Well, in my humble opinion, in the old days, way centuries ago, we had medicine men. We had sort of healers, natural healers. And if you had something wrong with you, if you didn't feel good, you would go to them and they would help you. They would give you herbs or they would massage you or put an oil onto you. Great. So as you go forward now, that practice sort of continued to go. But some people felt that they had to charge for that. So they started to perhaps barter and then they started to ask for money for that. Okay. Fair exchange. I can imagine that. Everybody has to make a living somehow. But we progressed very fast. And all of a sudden, this pain management and everything that has to do with the body, thanks to a couple of real smart scientists in the last century, in the 1800s and the 1700s, they started to dissect the bodies and came up with certain things that they noticed in the bodies, and they started to monetize on that, and then they started to found school or institutions where you could learn more about it if you were interested in the body, the human body, and they started to charge for that, and they started to charge also for the medications. Just go fast forward, early 20th century, the people with a lot of money, the Rothschild, the Morgans, the Rockefellers, they all jumped into what was then coming up, the universities with medicine. And they determined that by putting money into the universities, they could dictate what was being taught in the universities and school institutions and what was not. And the reason that they did that is because they also had their other foot in the pharmaceutical industry that already started to gain power, influence in the early 20th century. It's going rapidly, very rapidly, bigger and bigger. And for me, it's going downhill. But you know what? I'm somebody who is just not really into all that sort of medication. So that's where it horribly went wrong. The pharmaceutical industry is the only one, basically, that is interested in what's going on with pain, with whatever the pharmaceutical industry dictates what needs to be looked at. And they determine what can and cannot be taught in school. And so you are now dealing with a medical world whereby the majority of the teachings, the university, still do not talk and do not teach about the mind-body connection. The head, the mind is not only the head, but we always think it is not separate from the rest from the body. So pain is still being numbed with medication because that is where the money is. I will talk on this further in many videos and posts to come. So if you want to know more, check out my Facebook fan page, and I appreciate you tuning in. Remember, this is all based on what I've learned from all of my mentors and my passion to help people improve their lives. So if you like it, click the like button, leave me a comment. If you don't like it, that's okay as well. And if you like, share it and forward it. Thank you.